Hello and welcome, you guys. It is a wonderful day because for me, it feels like Christmas time. I am someone who personally loves the Sephora VIB sale. I mostly reserve my Sephora purchases for the most part, not every purchase, but a lot of times I will wait for the Sephora sale, and it feels like so long since I've purchased makeup other than some lip product and eyeshadow palettes. And so I was really excited to, use this time to kind of pick up products that maybe have been on my radar that I've been thinking about, and maybe treat myself a little bit to some new products to have, just a little bit of fun with makeup. So I did dangerously go in store. Can you tell that I literally just got home? I was swatching like the Milk Makeup lip stains, and I will say you guys did such a fantastic job of helping to guide me in the right direction when I posted my Sephora shop with me. I think the most popular thing that was like, you cannot buy this, was the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3. And you guys really did help talk me out of quite a number of products. I also say on my channel that I'm excellent at making, poor decisions. So I certainly wasn't talked out of everything, and I'm very excited to share with you guys what I purchased today. So if you're interested, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, palette themed content, hauls, or just chit chatting about makeup, I'd love for you to consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, I hate to preface a video like this, but I definitely want to. I have quite a large haul to share with you guys today. I did order the few products online that I couldn't get in store, and I'll just share those with you. I'm not gonna do like a part 2 follow-up, but I wanted to preface this by saying that I actually had a lot of Sephora gift cards. Where I work, there was a competition earlier this summer that my office ended up winning, and so I had a $300 Sephora gift card from that. Each person that won got to pick a gift card to their favorite retailer, and I have also turned in like credit card points for Sephora gift cards. So while I have a lot to share with you today, this video is in no way to brag, and I actually spent less than $100 of like my own money, if you will, because I had these gift cards. And I say that because I don't want to encourage anyone to overspend or to go into debt to purchase makeup. If I did not have these gift cards that I literally have been hoarding to use, I would have had a significantly smaller haul. So I just want to preface this by saying you likely don't need anything at the sale, but this is all in good fun. It's just fun to, chit chat about makeup. That's what I have a YouTube channel for. And I'm excited to share with you the products that I did pick up. And I feel very, very fortunate to have had those gift cards and to, get a bunch of new makeup to play with. By the way, all of these products will be linked in the description box down below, as well as all of the information about the Sephora sale. If you want to support my channel, I would highly appreciate you shopping through my link, but never any pressure at all. It's literally just a free way to support content creators that you watch if you're shopping the sale. I'm gonna pull my app up quickly because I'm gonna share with you the few products that I did end up ordering online, and then we'll jump into all of the products that I picked up in store. I will also say I am definitely that person that waited until 11 p.m. my time on Halloween, which was 12 o'clock Eastern time, to be able to order right away. Like, I had my cart ready to go, and I'm so glad that I did, because when I woke up this morning, I was looking at a couple of the products that I ordered and they are already sold out. The first of those being, I did end up ordering the Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit Cologne. This is something I thought about purchasing last year and decided against it, and it's something that I really regretted. I had smelled that in store, so I already knew what it smelled like. I knew I really enjoyed the scent. I also feel like I only have like one very, like, I'm gonna say winter specific perfume, and it's very much like piney. It's the Apres, oh my gosh, the green bottle one. Why can't I think of it? Alice Brooklyn, is it Apres? Anyway, I have that, and this is definitely more of, it literally smells almost like a ginger cookie or like a molasses cookie. It definitely smells more like sweet baked goods, which is definitely not my typical preference, but this is a like sweeter, more gourmand scent that I actually do enjoy. I love the packaging, and I was just really, really excited about this. So I did end up picking this up, and I'm seeing now that it's currently out of stock. I don't know if it'll come back in stock before like the end of the sale, but I'm actually so glad that I picked this up, and seeing that it was sold out this morning, I was like, oh, thank goodness I got it, which kind of does tell me, I mean, I've literally been thinking about it since last holiday sale, so I'm glad that I picked that up. I also did, shame on me, shameful, I know there's so much like controversy around the price of these duos, but I did pick up one of the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eye Illusions, and I picked up the Talk to My Team, which has like the champagne and then kind of like, it's almost like a bronzy pink flip. I will say, I think it's right behind me, I've recently busted out my Patrick Ta Major Holiday Face Palette again, and actually my daughter for Halloween dressed up as a cold girl, and so we have this palette out for that as well. But I actually really enjoy the 4 like sparkly shades in this eyeshadow palette. If you like a really sparkly lid topper shade, that's what you're getting from this palette. Now I know this was last year's holiday palette, but I figured because I really enjoyed these 4 shades, I would really like the duo. I know it's very expensive, and I will say I was thinking about possibly picking up 2 or 3 of these duos, and I told myself, girl, you literally can only get 1 and that's it. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the duo. And then the final 3 products that I ordered online, all lip products. I was not successful in not getting a lot of lip products. I can't remember, oh my gosh, said, girl, like you have so many lip products, do you really need 5 more lip products? Which I hadn't realized in my shop with me. I had shared 5 lip products, and you guys, no, I did not need 5 more lip products. I in fact felt that I needed 8 lip products. If you're unsubscribing, clicking out of this video, or disappointed in me, I completely understand. I'm a little ashamed myself. But the 3 products that I ordered online, I did end up ordering the 2 Lawless Forget the Filler shades, the newest ones. And you guys, oh my gosh, I received a package from Lawless earlier this week, which I was not expecting, and it was on a very like bad day. I feel like Lawless just knows when I'm having a very bad day and they deliver a package to me. But it was 5 of their Forget the Fillers, and I was so excited that maybe these 2 shades would be in that package. Alas, they were not. But I was still very grateful and very excited to get 5 Lawless Forget the Fillers. So yes, I purchased 8 lip products during the sale, and I had just received 5 others. The lip product inventory is not looking good for the end of 2024. But the shades that I picked up were Dazette and Candy Sky. I will say, last night as I was like preparing, you know, my final cart choices, I was like, do I really need Candy Sky? And then I was like, I do kind of want, like, Lawless Forget the Fillers, absolutely my most talked about product on this channel. So for me, I just like am so curious to know what every single shade looks like, and I had to pick it up. I think now I will have, with the package that they just sent to me, I think I will literally have every single shade with the exception of Juicy Watermelon. So I could do like a swatch video. I would probably do that in short form content, but just kind of as a resource if you're looking for, you know, a shade that would potentially work for you. I feel like I need to have that resource because I talk about this product so often. So I picked up Dazette and Candy Sky. I am so excited for Dazette. I have just been really into like a sparkly pink lip product this year, and this is definitely more of like a cool toned sparkly pink, whereas some of the other sparkly pinks that I've been loving this year are more warm toned. So I'm excited to add this to the collection. I will also say I was thinking about picking up, there's a new shade in the Too Faced Kissing Lip Jelly. It's like a purple sparkly shade, and I almost blind bought that, but then I was like, girl, we cannot be buying this many lip products. And so I took it out of the cart, and then I swatched it in store today, and I'm glad that I didn't purchase it because it is like very purple, and I just don't feel like I would get a lot of use out of that shade. But the final thing that I purchased online, and this is actually more for my daughter than for me, but selfishly, I ended up purchasing the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Eggnog Latte. And I will say, I was telling you guys in my shop with me, I was going to buy both eggnog as well as peppermint, and you guys did an excellent job of telling me I only needed one. And Eggnog Latte was definitely more of like a unique sort of scent, whereas you can always kind of get like peppermint or mint. Plus, my daughter might not like the minty sort of scent or sensation of the mint, so thank you for that. And, you know, one pat on the back is that I didn't get both. Although we got plenty of lip products. Okay, yay. We are on to the things that I picked up in store. Should we just keep going with lips and just get, would it be an elephant in the room? Should we just get that out of the way? Is that all the lip products? Is it? Oh my god, totally forgot about that. We can start with the 3 that I talked about in my shop with me. So I really wanted to try that. I don't know how to pronounce, is it Gisou? I really wanted one of their lip products the last Sephora sale. I've thought about purchasing this honestly even like outside of sale times, and I thought that the new shade, what is it, Cherry on the Cake, I thought this just looked beautiful, like a really beautiful kind of sheer red for the holidays. I had to have it. It has a bit of a sparkle to it, and I've just been into a sparkle. So I did end up picking this up. I will say this is a really nice like glass. This is nice glass packaging. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And I'm very excited to try this, try a new lip product, try a formula that I haven't tried. I know some of the comments were saying that this isn't like the most earth-shattering formula, and honestly hopefully it isn't. Like hopefully I don't fall in love with this and then feel like I need more shades or continue to repurchase. But part of the fun of the Sephora sale is honestly getting to try makeup products that I haven't tried, formulas that I haven't tried before. I love to test and try new makeup, and I'm really excited about this. And then I did pick up the Clarins lip oil, the checkered one. I'm literally wearing my checkered Vans. It's not a lie. I literally love checkered print everything. So for me, honestly, even for the packaging, I really did want this so badly. And I thought the black was unique. I don't know if this is pH changing, but it's not like a black on the lips. I would not have purchased it if it was straight black on the lips, because that is just, you know, I just don't think that's the most flattering on me. But it just kind of like adds a little bit of darkness and a little bit of coolness based on what I've seen from other similar lip oils, and I'm excited to have something just a little bit different. It does look like there's a bit of a sparkle in this as well, and honestly I will say it doesn't look like this was the most full tube. So that's a bit disappointing. I'll be curious to see if there's a grittiness to this, being that there is a sparkle in it. That would not be my favorite thing ever. I do really love and enjoy the Clarins lip oils, so I know like going in, the formula is one that I love. Now that's not to say I don't feel like this is a bit overpriced. Like I feel like the Clarins lip oils are very expensive, but I'm excited to have a little checkered black lip oil to add to my collection. And then you guys, okay. First of all, let me start by saying, I know this Clarins is available on the Ulta website, but I couldn't find this on the Ulta website. And I told myself, let's wait to get the Fenty Gloss Bomb Swirl until we just, like, let's just buy it at Ulta. But then there was just the person in me, like that demon inside of me. It's like you have the devil makeup angel on your shoulder, and, sorry, the devil makeup, non-angel, the devil makeup speaking on this side, and then the angel makeup angel on this side. And it was just like, girl, we're doing a haul already. Like, we just want to get this. And this was in and out and in and out and in and out of my cart. Ulta also has a, like, if you purchase on the app right now, you get 15% off. And I was like, well, I could do that and get my Ulta. And I was like, girl, just make a decision, honestly. And so I actually ultimately made the decision to take this out of my online shopping cart. And I did not do this as an in-store pickup. But then when I went in-store to pick up, I was also shopping around. And so I went to go swatch this, and I know the swirl is not gonna stay a swirl, but the shade like mixed together, like the swirl mixed together, makes this really beautiful kind of mid-toned pink sparkly shade. And it reminded me a lot of Riri, but like a little bit more pink than Riri, whereas Riri is almost a little bit more like berry toned, and I'm gonna say maroon-ish, mauve-ish. And I just felt like, because I know I love Riri so much, this looked similar enough, but also not the same, that I would really enjoy the shade that this lip product becomes once you swirl it all together. So I bought it. Yep, I did. And then the final lip product, nope, I have two more. Okay, this one I was not thinking about, but then I was watching Angie's recommendations video, and she talked about the Benefit Plush Tints, which I feel like when Lauren Mae Beauty did one of her advent calendar unboxings, it might have been the Benefit like grocery cart, she was talking about this formula, and I feel like she either said she had tried it and really liked it, or it was getting really popular or like really good reviews. So I was like, you know what? I'm not getting the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. And I will say I've been into a lip stain this year. Like I have been into a lip stain. So I ended up picking up the shade French Toast. And I believe this is kind of like a lip velvet that does stain the lips. And this does look like a really beautiful shade. Almost like a pinky brown mauve. More mid-tone, but looks like you can really sheer it out. I don't know. I'm excited to try something that's a little bit different than what I typically reach for, but I think I can still work this into my makeup routine so it's not a product that ends up being really neglected. We'll see. I do plan to do a like Sephora VIB get ready with me, so if there's any specific products you're really interested in seeing, let me know in the comments below. But the final lip product, you guys. Okay, I want to walk you through, we're gonna go on this journey together. I have a story to tell with this. I think it was Khaki who originally sold me on wanting to try the YSL candy lip glazes. And I want to say this was like spring 2023 Sephora VIB sale time. That's the first time it was really on my radar. Thought about getting it. I was like, this is way too expensive. Talked myself out of it. Kind of same thing when the holiday sale came around last year. Was like, oh, maybe I should try this. Then I talked myself out of it. Again, same thing this spring sale. The YSL candy glazes are like the one product that when the sale comes around, it's like the first thing that comes to my mind is trying to tell myself I need to talk myself out of buying this very expensive, just like lip glaze. So I was like, knew I was going in the store today, and I like know exactly where YSL is in my Sephora, and I was like, girl, we're avoiding that spot at all costs because you're not even gonna try and trick yourself into thinking maybe you would buy this. Like I knew entering Sephora is always like a danger because you never know what you're gonna walk by and tell yourself you need. But I was like, I knew in my mind the most dangerous area of Sephora was the YSL lip glaze area. So I walk right in and boom, right at the front table, there is this holiday set. YSL 2 candy lip glazes for, I want to say $57. It's like 2 full size for $57. And I was like, oh my gosh, this deal is like way too good to pass up. And one of the shades in here is just like the original, like the clear, which I swear Khaki was talking about just loving like the clear one because it's just, you know, clear and goes with everything. So, okay, I will say the packaging definitely feels nicer than like a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, which you're paying so much for, and then it's like a really cheap packaging. So you're getting the, oh, I think maybe this is one of the ones where you twist it up and you can't twist it back down, so maybe I shouldn't go crazy. But you are getting the shade 15 as well as the shade 2, which 2 is the clear candy glaze, clear. And then shade 15, I swatched this one in store. It looked really pretty. Just like a really beautiful kind of your lips but better sort of shade. Maybe I'll think this is overpriced garbage. I honestly have no idea, but at least now I can just like erase this from my memory. I don't need the stress of having to talk myself out of this every Sephora VIB sale, unless of course I love these and then they become a favorite, and then I have the stress of like knowing that this needs to be a repurchase during the sale. We'll see what happens. All right, those are all the lip products. I did end up purchasing 2 eyeshadow palettes. I think we all knew I was buying the Icy Nude from Huda Beauty. I buy the Huda Large palette every single year. It's something I get really, really excited for. I will say the color story, by the way, I think Huda has like redone their logo, rebranded. I will say the pictures of this originally, I was like, you know what? It's not the thing that I'm most excited for, but I also love the Huda Rose Quartz palette, which I feel like has that more like icy and ethereal vibe. That one's definitely more like pink and purple leaning, where this definitely has like, you have like almost like grays, you do have some pinks, you do have some like purpley mauves, but I'm very, very excited for the like shimmer shades. The shade Iced Out looks so beautiful and textured and kind of chunky, which I like. I like something that's textured and punchy on the eyes. The shade VVS looks like the most beautiful like icy pink shade. I'm gonna swatch that shade. Okay, it definitely is chunky and textured. It kind of has that sticky sort of feeling to it. There it is swatched. Oh, it definitely is like chunkier. Okay. Oh, and it has a bit of a golden reflect to it. Let me turn my lights down a bit. I don't know if that's doing it justice at all. Maybe I'll have to do like a full dedicated video on the iced out palette. I don't feel like I'm catching that at all. Okay, as it shifts, it definitely has like a purpley pink and then like almost like a champagne and gold. There's a lot happening here. I always forget I shouldn't turn my lights all the way up because I definitely like it when it's not so bright and washed out. But I did pick this up. I'm very excited to film with this, to try this out, to test this. And then I know many of you said that I likely did not need, I'm gonna turn the lights up a little bit, that I likely did not need the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Blooming Romance. And this is something that I have just not been able to stop thinking about since this launched. I saw Bailey Sarian do a look using this palette, and that even amplified my want for this even more. But then what really kind of sold me on wanting this is I use my Huda Groundworks palette every single day. I've used that over 200 times this year. I use it every single day in my brows. And yes, that is mostly how I use that palette. Sometimes I do, like I obviously always have that traveling with me, and when I'm traveling, sometimes I will use other shades, or like randomly I'll use other shades in that palette. But wait, are these two matte shades? No, that's a cream, right? Okay. Anyway, I am almost out of the like brow shade that I use in that palette, and so I thought you could get refills, but I've searched high and low and I cannot find like single refills. So if you guys know where to find those, or if they truly exist, let me know where I can find them. But I thought that maybe I would be able to use this shade as a brow shade. And I will say, I kind of like, I feel like the original Groundworks, like I have browns scattered throughout almost every palette, what feels like almost every palette in my collection. But with this, I really do have a good variety of shades, maybe that are a little bit harder to find throughout my palettes, that just provide great bases for whatever kind of route I want to go, if it's going to be in the pink or even the red or the purple toned realm. And then we have, you know, some almost like purple toned browns as well. So I'm really happy to have this in my collection. I think I will get a ton of use out of this palette. I completely understand why you guys were like telling me I didn't need it. I don't always listen to everybody's advice. I often listen to no advice, and maybe I should listen to advice. I did end up picking up the Makeup by Mario Surreal Soft Blur Setting Powder. I will say I did go in the store, as many of you said, to swatch the Givenchy Prism Libre powder, and I am so glad that I didn't purchase that because it is so highlighty. Like it really does. I can't imagine what it would look like underneath the eyes, which is how I like to use that powder. I feel like I did get at least one, if not several comments saying that this powder was actually really good. I am just looking for a powder that I like for underneath the eyes for blurring. I do have the Huda Easy Bake powder, but it's not my favorite, so I'm hoping that I like this one better. I ended up picking up the shade Fair Pink, and I'm excited to give this one a try. I hope that I like it. And then the final 4 products are all products that I picked up in store, and 3 of them I talked about in that shop with me. One of them was, I found it in store and I was like, I want this. So I did end up picking up the ABH Beauty Balm. I wanted to go in store and swatch so that I got the correct shade for me, because I feel like too often I just don't have the correct foundation shade, and then it's really hard to tell if it's a good formula or if it's just like, if it's a good formula or if it's a bad formula, or if it's like a good formula but just not the right shade, so it doesn't feel like a good formula. And so I went in store and I picked up shade 4. Now I will say, someone had commented that I should get the LYS foundation stick because I was looking for a new foundation stick. I really like a foundation stick for overnight travel, and just for like really like it's the ease of use. It's really easy to bring from, you know, here to there to travel with, whatever it might be. So someone was like, get the LYS, it's so much cheaper. And I was like, brilliant. So I actually had taken this out of my cart. I put the LYS in my cart. And then as I was finalizing things, I noticed that the size of the LYS foundation stick is like 0.25, would it be ounces? 0.25 ounces. And I was like, wait. A standard foundation, non-stick, like a standard fluid foundation is like, or a standard liquid foundation is 1 fluid ounce. So I was like, okay, that is literally like a 1/4 of like a full foundation, which I get usually stick foundations have less product, But then I wanted to compare it to the Beauty Balm, and with this, you're getting 0.63 ounces. So literally almost 3 times more product with this one, and it's not 3 times the cost. So I ended up switching back to the ABH Beauty Balm in hopes that this would just last me longer and therefore make the value more valuable to me. So that's my explanation for that. I am really excited to try this. I know Sam and Angie have spoken really highly of this foundation stick, and I love to have a foundation stick on the go. So I hope that I enjoyed that one. I was also kind of going back and forth between picking up the Hourglass tinted like foundation. That's been on my wish list for a while, and I actually almost purchased that, but then I was like, I'm gonna go in store and I'm gonna swatch it to make sure I, you know, get the shade that's gonna work for me. And when I was in store, I realized that it's a very beautiful product, but it's one of those products that I feel like is really glowy and just, you know, unless set with a powder, is gonna slip and slide. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get that. So then I walked over to the Huda Easy Blur, which I feel like has been getting a lot of positive attention. This was something I was thinking about, and I had taken it out of my online cart, but then I started to swatch in store, and it does look like a really beautiful product. I ended up picking up the shade 200B Shortbread, and I'm hoping that this will be a lightweight foundation that still offers like a good blur to the skin, something that'll last, you know, a work day for me. I'm hoping that this is something I can use to wear to work, and I'm excited to try a new foundation. I love to test and try new foundations. It's one of my favorite types of products to try aside from palettes, so I'm excited about that. And then I actually don't know if I was talking about this in my shop with me. I believe it was in my cart, and then I pretty quickly removed it, but I was in store and I swatched this, and this just looks so beautiful that I could not walk away from it. It's the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. I ended up picking up the shade Fair. This gave the most beautiful, natural, like glowy, subtle bronze to the skin. And I just felt like for days that I am going to work and don't want to be super, super bronzy, I felt like this would be so freaking beautiful. It was even more, I want to say even more, maybe a little bit more pigmented than the Soft Sculpt that I have. Obviously, soft, like, I think the two kind of do similar things, but one's a liquid and one's a like cream. So I probably didn't need both, but I'm really, really excited about this one. And then the final product that I picked up during the sale is a concealer, which I definitely did not need. I was swatching the Danessa Myricks concealer, and they didn't have a shade that I felt like would work for me in the store. I know they were missing a couple of shades, but I also was like, I don't know about this one. And then I was swatching the Armani Beauty concealer, which also looked really, really beautiful. And then I got to the Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer, and I swatched this, and I put it down, and I tried to walk away. And then later I was looking at my hand where I had swatched the concealer, and it just looked so smooth, so blurred, so perfected. And I was like, I don't think I can leave without picking up this concealer. I definitely did not need anything. I didn't need anything today. But I think this looks beautiful. It looks about the same amount of coverage as the Charlotte Tilbury, but this almost looks like it offers a bit of a radiance to the skin, which I like. I like something that offers just a little bit of a glow that makes my skin look like it's alive and not dehydrated and dying. So I'm excited to test this out and see what I think. But after that, you guys, I am hungry. I have noodles cooking for lunch, and I'm so excited to go eat them. That is everything that I picked up during the sale. Please don't be too disappointed in me. Please don't be. I had so much fun shopping the sale, and I'm very excited to get to testing and trying these products. I'm excited to play with new makeup. I feel like I haven't played with new makeup products aside from palettes in such a long time. So I'm so excited to just, you know, have a little fun with these products. I'd love to know if you plan to pick anything up during the sale. If you already have picked anything up, let me know what you grabbed. I plan to now, the Sephora app is no longer on my phone. I plan to stay away from the store. I don't know that I'll watch recommendation videos because it's too dangerous, but I don't plan to pick anything up. But I don't plan to pick anything else up during the sale. So this, hopefully, fingers crossed, should be it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch, for not judging me too hard, and just for always supporting me. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.